First and foremost, man, I just want to, say thank you to everybody who supported me. Big, big thank you to everybody who supported me. My friends, my family especially, the fans. Thank y'all so much, man. Without y'all, man, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing today. Uh, Kind of an update on my knee. Not much of an update. I went to go get a MRI yesterday, so as of now, I have no results yet. I haven't talked to a doctor or anything like that. They should be getting back with me later today or tomorrow. So by the time this video comes out, I should have an update, and I'll let y'all know after. But other than that, honestly, this fight, it is what it is. Shit happens, man. Fucking that first round hit a nerve. Felt like felt like I couldn't get it back. Going into that second round, I felt like I was good, and then I did a soft check, and my knee got torqued, and then that last one, I did it again, but that was like the one that put the nail in the coffin that for me, man. So they were saying a possible MCL tear. I'm not sure how bad. So hopefully the MRI, whenever I get the news back, hopefully I hear something good. Hopefully I hear like, hey, you're just being a bitch. Hey, no, you're good. That's what I'm really hoping for. But yeah, like I was on IG. I asked people to send in some questions. So yeah, gonna be answering some. All right, who's my favorite MMA fighter? Favorite all-time MMA fighter is definitely Cain Velasquez. Cain Velasquez is my favorite MMA fighter. Was a big inspiration to me early on, and then same shit as always, like with Anderson Silva, Jose Aldo, all those guys are a big inspiration to me. But my favorite has to be Cain Velasquez. What's your go-to Dr. Pepper and liquor mixed drink? Dr. Pepper Cherry and Bruce Buffer's Puncher's Chance. That right there to me is very solid. It's a very solid mix. Maybe a shot or two, like a couple shots of, 2 shots of Puncher's Chance, and then fill up the rest with Dr. Pepper. I'm telling you, it's amazing. After fighting, coaching a real thought for you, having your own gym in Houston, perhaps. It's a possibility. I got to see how things go. If things go well for me, then maybe. But if not, it just depends. I don't know. I like coaching. I like coaching a lot. So I don't know. It's a big possibility. Who is the hardest hitter you've ever felt, and were you surprised? I was not surprised. It was Davy Grant. Davy Grant, he swings like from way back where, like it's like he's bringing it from England all the way to the United States. So yeah, that guy can fucking punch. Yeah, that guy hits really fucking hard. Luckily, I just didn't get touched on the chin, so hey, props, My defense was on point that day. How long have I been fighting and training for? I've been training since I was 15, so about 15 years. And I've been fighting for about 13. My first fight was at 17 years old. What's your advice to a kid who wants to be a fighter? Don't do it. Nah, if you have the aspirations of being a fighter, like it has to be number one. It absolutely has to be number one. It can't take place to anything else but fighting. You have to absolutely like drown yourself in it. Like it can't be number 2, it can't be number 3, it has to be number 1, especially like if you're trying to be at the highest levels. One piece of advice for fighters starting out? Yeah. So biggest piece of advice is, again, kind of going back to the like the kid wanting to be a fighter, you just have to make sure it's plan A, and like that's your first. Like there's no backup plans. Like right now, like I have no backup plan. Like this for me is what I got going on, and like I'm doing this till the wheels fall off. And that's exactly how I'm taking it. And like, cause if you start having other things, you start being able to fall back on stuff. And if this is your aspirations, it's so easy to hit that option B, because option A is so fucking hard. Fighting is so hard. The training, like doing the day-to-day, consistently training and making sure that you're recovering and making sure that you're training to the fullest capacity, man, is hard as shit. So it ends up being too much for people, so they'll take option B all day, every day. So you got to make sure that option A is the only option you have, and that you're going at it 110%. Any injuries on the leg? As of right now, I kind of said that before. I kind of said it at the beginning of the video, but yeah, no updates as of right now. No updates as of now. Sorry, but these guys are training right now. Favorite place to fight? I'm not gonna lie to you, Miami was pretty badass. I love fighting. I loved going out there and fighting in Miami. That was fun as shit. Just because new place for me. Vegas is always fun, but Austin, Texas was fun. But going to Miami was absolutely like I'd never been to Miami. Being able to go and fight Miami was a dream come true. You know, it was something like near and dear to my heart because UFC hadn't been there in 20 years. So to be there, fighting there, it's pretty badass. Why do you have so much power in your hands? The consistency of bag work. I think that's where it comes from. I did a lot of repetitions, a lot of bag work, and I make sure that I'm trying to do it with the right technique. I think all that mixed in together actually brings out the power. You know, some people can have raw power, but if they don't know how to put it in the technical aspect, then you know they end up not being able to use their power to the full extent of it. I'm from Houston. What's the best MMA gym to get started? There's a lot of gyms here in Houston that have high-level coaching. I will say a good gym to go to is definitely Heritage, because you have a really solid Muay Thai coach, and you have a solid MMA coach. You have Michael Chase Corley, the Muay Thai coach, and then you have Eve Edwards as the MMA coach. You know, so you know, two guys who've like pretty much like full on like emerged into the realm of martial arts. So I'd say, you know, that's one of the best spots. But there's a lot of places here in Houston. It depends on what side of town you're on as well too. How is your mental health doing? Oh, that's a good question. It's doing. Best way to explain it is just doing. You know, could be better, but also at the same time, you know, like I am experiencing a loss, and every loss fucking sucks. But I've also been through worse in my life, so it's, you know, it's kind of easy to get past, but at the same time, you know, it just takes a lot. I just need to make sure that I actually start expressing and start talking to people a little bit more. But in due time, man, everything takes time. When do I want to make my return to the octagon? Honestly, that's a big reason why I'm trying to figure out what the doctors are going to tell me about my knee. So that'll dictate how much longer, because I can recover either 2 to 3 weeks or 2 to 3 months. So that is kind of like where I'm at right now. There's so many questions on here. Is it still fuck Tony Kelly? Yes. Yes. Favorite Houston team? Honestly, I'd probably have to say the Houston Texans, just because they gave me the opportunity to bring an organization like the Sunshine Kids to a game. That was actually really cool for them to do for me, and and just the story behind the Sunshine Kids, man, like amazing. So the fact that they were able to do that for me, give me tickets so I can bring the Sunshine Kids with me to a game, that was phenomenal. That was amazing. So definitely gonna have to say Houston Texans. Well, then I see a couple of these. I got a couple questions about it, so I'm gonna address it. I was like, why was that guy talking shit? Well, you know, for those who don't know, yeah, no, that guy's been talking shit for a while. I will say, no, it's funny because the guy, you know, every single time like I've said something about him, it's been a response, or it's been somebody who's asked me about him, and every single time I've talked to that person or whatever, or whoever's asked about him, like it's never been trashing, but somehow in his head it's been like he likes to create this own narrative in his head that I'm talking shit, but that's never the case. But yeah, but after my fight, yeah, the guy posted a story. Insert clip here.
I've been training with one of the best kickers in the game, Leo Martinez. That guy has been producing knockouts, so if I'm able to check kicks from him, if I'm able to...
Fuck Adrian Yanez, I always knew he was shit.
you know, calling me and my teammates pussies, you know, and it says karma's a bitch, living in his head, living rent free. And it's funny because I have no thoughts about that guy. It's hilarious that he says hashtag rent free, or he calls us, you know, pussies and shit. Because we see this guy a lot at Fury events. Every single time we see him, he's off in his own little corner, doesn't want to look at us, knowing damn well that we're there, and then tends to do this whole little like starts looking away and starts like not even want to acknowledge, like he wants to be like a little kid, and like we could be standing right here next to him, he'll just be looking somewhere else, you know, you know. And for me, the way I'm thinking about it is just like, bro, like you could have said that to our face so long ago. Like we've seen each other so many other times. You want to do this internet stuff? That's fine. That's fine and dandy. Go ahead, get your little clout. Go ahead, get your little stuff, you know. Because I would have asked for you to be my next fight. But here's the thing. You're not in the UFC. You know, you got cut. You lost your next fight. You know, it is what it is. You know, you're just a stepping stone for Cam, Josh, and Karan. Shoot, you're a stepping stone for the last guy he lost to. You know, they're building the names off of you right now. And me, like you're trying to build your name off of me, but there's no way that you can. It is what it is, guys. Like this is me just responding to that guy. You know, the Mana stuff, you know, it is what it is. That guy's just a bona fide hater, and the fact that he wants to go out there after a loss and wants to talk shit about me, it's funny because, you know, it's just fucking hilarious because of all the stuff that I would go out my way to do for a lot of these guys. Like a lot of stuff that I would do, including him, you know. So, I find it funny. I find it very funny. But hey, man, go ahead. You say rent free. It looks like I'm living in your head rent free, bro. Fuck you.